Ibrahim Traoré, Information and an Introduction to the Wave-All, President of Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Traoré. We will inform the followers about Bate, his history and achievements. Part 2. According to Anu Adeoye of the Financial Times, Traoré styles himself after 20th century Burkinabe revolutionary leader Thomas Sankara. In May 2025, Enoch Randy Akins of the Institute for Security Studies described Traoré as arguably Africa's most popular, if not favorite, president. Early life and education. After receiving his primary education in Bondokui, he attended a high school in Bobo Dioulasso, the second largest city in Burkina Faso, where he was known as being quiet and very talented. From 2006, he studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is the interim leader of Burkina Faso, having taken over the position following a coup which he led against Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Damiba in September 2022. The 37-year-old captain had supported Damiba, his commanding officer, in a putsch earlier that year against former President Roch Marc Kabore. Since Traoré has been in power, Burkina Faso has played a key role in the withdrawal of 3 West African states from the regional body ECOWAS. Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali have formed an alternative, the Alliance of Sahel States. The Conversation Africa asked researcher Daniel Izenga where the country was headed under Traoré's leadership. The Western media calls him a dictator, but he is the darling of all Africans. The Europeans looted Burkina Faso for years. Now he has put a stop to it. He may be in uniform, but he has the heart of a Democrat. He encourages dissenting voices. He encourages debate. He is pro-people. He is slowly removing the slave mentality of his countrymen and instilling self-reliance. Not all leaders in uniform are bad. This is a Western construct. It is better to have a local African leader in uniform who protects the rich natural resources than have a European puppet in a 3-piece suit who enriches the neo-colonialists. He is a visionary African leader who is slated to change not only the fortunes of Burkina Faso but the entire Africa. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is an upright and self-respecting leader of a country of proud people. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso has finally stood up to neo-colonial powers and has evicted foreign military observers from the Burkina Faso army. The foreign military observers said that the locals would not be able to run the military. Captain Traoré said, "Nothing doing, thank you for your service, please go, Kyria." Now the Burkina Faso military is 100% proudly indigenous. A unique coup elevated him to lead his people. This was a democratic coup as all Burkinabe supported him. As soon as he took charge, he launched various welfare measures. Tax cuts. Feeding of poor. He is trying to generate employment for the youth. He is promoting gender empowerment by giving a space to women in administration. Many women now have broken the glass ceiling. He has encouraged all citizens to speak freely. Media freedom has been restored. He has a unique status as a military democrat who is in power due to the mandate of all Burkinabe. A unique experiment is in progress. Burkina Faso is under European sanctions, but the country is standing tall under the captain. He wants to bring nuclear electricity generation, improved agricultural practices, using modern veterinary protocols to empower the marginal animal owner and improve the education and health infrastructure of Burkina Faso. The great captain still wears his military fatigues at international conferences, while other African leaders wear suits that could feed a family for a year. He has refused to take a president's pay and continues with the modest salary of a captain. He has launched an anti-corruption drive and has declared, "I will not allow the corrupt to swallow Burkina Faso." He does not live up in luxury like other dictators, but eats like a common man, sleeps on a simple cot, and refuses all presidential perks. He says, I am the servant of all Burkinabe." When the IMF offered a loan, the captain said, "Nothing doing, thank you very much." Why? Due to African pride. IMF loan comes with strings attached. Burkina Faso, unlike Pakistan, asked IMF to stay away. Burkina Faso had huge gold deposits. But surprise, surprise! No gold refinery or industry. Why? Because the colonial powers took raw gold deposits, refined it, and fed off the bounty of Burkina Faso. The captain has said, "Nothing doing, thank you very much." He is now opening a gold refinery so that Burkina Faso can export enriched gold. He has vowed to end terrorism. As a young soldier, he exhibited conspicuous valor in combating terror as a peacekeeper. He became a legend with his troops. He leads a very simple life. The citizens love him. I predict that he will alleviate poverty and improve the country. Yesterday, the entire country gave him another 5 years to take the country to dizzying heights of prosperity. One day he will unite Africa. Yes, it happened yesterday. Protests. Public on the streets. Waving flags. Usually, when there are protests in a military-governed country, it is always to oust the military due to popular democratic sentiment. But wait! For the first time in world history, the Burkinabe were protesting to give another extension to the captain. This has never been seen by the world. This goes for to prove how popular the captain is with the people. He has shown empathy, vision, and honesty. And the public knows that. They want the stability to continue. They came out on the streets to support a military dictatorship, as the Western press is terming it. The media is stunned with this popular support, vision, and honesty. And the public knows that. They want the stability to continue. They came out on the streets to support a military dictatorship, as the Western press is terming it. The media is stunned with this popular support. He is young. I hope that he does not get swayed. I hope he always keeps the trust of his people. I hope he keeps his subordinates in check for human rights. I hope he is fair to all sections of society. I hope he lives long and serves his people. I hope he never loses sight of his aims. As mentioned below, end slave mentality of the elite, end economic slavery, finish terrorism, generate employment, work for Pan-African unity, alleviation of poverty, people's participation in public sector, women's empowerment, opening schools and universities, encourage internal democracy. Traoré was born in 1988 in Bondokwi, a small town on the route connecting Burkina Faso's second city, Bobo Dioulasso, and its fourth largest, Ouahigouya. He completed secondary school in Bobo Dioulasso, then moved to the nation's capital, where he studied at the University of Ouagadougou. After completing his undergraduate education, Traoré joined the army in 2010 at the age of 22. He undertook his officer training in Po at the Georges Namoano Military Academy, an officer school for the Burkinabe Armed Forces. He graduated as a second lieutenant in 2012 and served as a peacekeeper in the United Nations Multidimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission to Mali, MINUSMA, after being promoted to lieutenant in 2014. After his stint with MINUSMA, Traoré took part in missions in northern Burkina Faso as part of a special counterterrorism unit. He was promoted to captain in 2020 at the age of 32. Damiba led a coup against Kabore in January 2022. He then assigned Traoré as chief of an artillery regiment in the north-central region of Burkina Faso. As it became clear that Damiba was losing popularity within the junta, Traoré and a group of junior officers organized a coup. They seized on public and military outrage around an ambush that left 11 soldiers and dozens of civilians dead. Some media reports suggest that the young captain and his junta enjoy popular support throughout the country. Some have even drawn comparisons between Traoré and Burkina Faso's earlier leftist revolutionary military leader, Captain Thomas Sankara. It's true that the two captains did take power at the age of 34, but the comparisons end at their rank and age. During the 1980s and nearing the end of the Cold War, Sankara came to power as ideological divisions split the Burkinabe armed forces. Officers supporting Sankara led a coup in 1983. Viewed as a Marxist revolutionary, Sankara attempted to enact political reforms. They included policies to boost public political participation, empower women, address environmental degradation, and reduce inequalities. Traoré's position is much more precarious. Most military officers did not participate in either his coup or the one led by Damiba, underscoring the fragmented state of Burkina Faso's armed forces. Traoré's junta has claimed there have been multiple attempts at destabilization or coups. This highlights the arbitrary means by which power has changed hands and the inherent instability present under junta rule. To shore up his position, Traoré has launched a restructuring drive. This has included redirecting revenues from taxes, the mining sector, and other sources of public revenues into defense coffers. He has also mobilized volunteers to fight violent extremists as part of the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, a junta-sponsored civilian militia. There are reports that forced conscription has been used to send volunteers to the front lines of battle. The conflict data indicate that the strategy is not working. Traoré may not be as popular among ordinary people as he is often portrayed. This is inferred from the violent repression of critics, multiple alleged coup attempts as well as the ongoing violence and humanitarian crisis. He has cracked down hard on independent voices. Journalists, civil society leaders, political party leaders, and even judges have been targeted by the junta with its forced conscription tactics and other forms of violent repression. I stop at this point today. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the world's incredible stories. Soon we will publish Part 3. If you have any comments, please leave us your comments, because they are important to us. Thank you for watching.